Hi guys, this is Jonathan, the Disney fan here, and I am gonna do my least favorite movies, part 10. I already done my least favorite shows, part 1 to 4 for, but I'm gonna end with part 4 until part 5 next week. So now I'm gonna do part 10 for my least favorite movies. Starting with Saving Silverman, so enjoy. What could I say about this film? This film is simply abysmal. The characters are very mean spirited, that they do lots of bad things in every wrong ways. The act it also has one of the worst actings ever. It also has one of the worst jokes ever. Like the jokes are very offensive and sometimes inappropriate as well. The plot is also a huge mess. Even the script is a mess. Never have I ever seen such mean spirited and dastardly and cold hearted people in this film. Saving Silverman was absolutely mean spirited, and it's a really, it gives you this horrible feeling every time you watch it. And the raccoon part, what the heck was that? That wasn't that wasn't funny at all. This movie's just a huge insult. And if you haven't seen it, avoid it. This is simply an abysmal film. Okay, moving on to the next one. The Boss Baby. This is possibly one of the worst DreamWorks animation films ever. One of the worst DreamWorks animation films I've ever seen in my life. The Boss Baby, I mean, really. This film has nothing but diaper jokes and oh my god. Even the humor is very childish. It's very childish. And the main character, oh my god. He's voiced by Alec Baldwin, the baby. Come on, Alec Baldwin, you can do a lot better than this. Why did you have to voice him? The plot doesn't make any sense and it's straight up ridiculous. I don't know what DreamWorks was thinking when The Boss Baby was going to be a good film when it's not. I think Home and The Boss Baby has to be the worst DreamWorks films so far. I didn't like Home either, but this is even worse than Home. It has gross and childish humor. The characters are annoying and obnoxious. The plot is a huge mess. Has diaper jokes. And it's a very poorly made film and it's very childish. DreamWorks, you can do a lot better than that. Come on. Do something creative for a change. And do you want to know what's the worst part? The worst part is it's getting a sequel next March. No thanks. I'm not seeing that. No thank you. I'll pass. I'm gonna go see Raya and the Last Dragon instead. And the new Tom and Jerry film too. I don't want to see the sequel to The Boss Baby. No. No thanks. I'll pass. So yeah. I don't yeah, I just hate this movie. It's just childish and dumb and obnoxious, loud and gross. But if you like this film, you know the drill. Yeah, I don't think I have anything to say for the Boss Baby. So let's move on to the next one. Yeah, you probably know it. Showgirls. This movie is simply atrocious. It has one of the worst actings ever, and every time I watch this film, it makes me feel very uncomfortable. That's how bad this film is. It also makes me feel very uncomfortable watching it. I don't know what the hell the director was thinking when he made this. This is such a horrible excuse. No. He should have never made that film in the first place because it makes me feel uncomfortable and it makes me feel ugh, like it gives me this unpleasant feeling. The characters are just dirty and they do lots of bad morals and they do every wrong things for every wrong reasons. And the jokes are inappropriate as well. Like, ugh, I don't want to talk about the. I can't even tell what the plot is. It's such a huge mess. Showgirls is one of the worst films I've ever seen in my life. I would not recommend Showgirls. It makes you feel uncomfortable and gives you this unpleasant feeling. And it's also one of the worst things I've ever experienced. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend Showgirls. It's very inappropriate. It's very disgusting and gross, disturbing, and very unfunny. Yeah, I would skip that movie if I were you. And I have nothing else to say. Moving on to the next one. Oops. The Wild. This is also one of Disney's worst. Disney, I don't know what you were thinking when you made this abomination of a film called The Wild. Come on, Disney, you can do a lot better. Why did you make this? The Wild. The the jokes are not funny at all. It's very tasteless. And the characters I could tell were very annoying. There's not one good or likable character. Even the animation is terrible. The animation is absolutely terrible. Even the script is a disaster. And I bet the plot is the same thing. A disaster. Everything about this and the animation looks very cheap and just doesn't look right. And the characters are just despicable. And the humor is also very tawdry as well. Like, Disney, I know you can do better than this. Thank God you're making Raya and the Last Dragon and Encanto for next year. Why did you make this back in 2006? sucks. Disney, you can do a lot better. I mean, you're doing great with Raya and the Last Dragon and Kanto, but I don't know why you done so bad in this one. The Wild is not a funny film at all. It's very awkward, cliche, weird, confusing, and childish, loud, and dumb. I would not recommend The Wild if I were you. Yeah, I don't like The Wild. It's just very dumb. And finally, the last part for part 10. And of course, the movie did not even make me smile either. Not a single smile. Same goes with this. This movie did not make me smile either. You guessed it, it's the Garbage Pail Kids movie. One of the worst films I've ever seen from 1987. It's really that grotesque. And the Garbage Pail Kids looks are absolutely hideous. Look at the characters. They look hideous. They come right from a poorly made film that no one even cares about. Very grotesque. Even the jokes were just grotesque. Like, there was one character peeing. What was that all about? That wasn't funny. That was just disgusting. There's lots of nasty stuff that they do. All the things that they do are just nasty. The plot is a huge mess. And same goes with the script. It's a huge disaster, guys. This movie is a huge disaster. There's not one good joke. There's not one good character. Nothing about it is good at all. It gives it every time I watch this, it makes me feel very uncomfortable watching and sitting throughout this film. I don't know what the hell the director was thinking when they think this film was gonna be a masterpiece when it's actually a disaster. The opposite of masterpiece. It's a huge disaster, guys. All the characters looks are the Garbage Pail Kids characters looks are hideous. They look absolutely hideous, guys. The characters, even the characters are either no one is likable, and there's not one good character. I've never seen a movie so bad as the Garbage Pail Kids movie. If you haven't seen it, avoid it. It's very bad. The characters are bad. The Garbage Pail Kids looks are bad. The plot is bad. The script is bad. The jokes are bad. The humor is bad. There's nothing to like about the Garbage Pail Kids movie. And it's just very grotesque. And disgusting and disturbing, hideous, and nightmarish. It is that horrendous. This movie's terrible. Even the directors did a terrible job with this film. If you haven't seen it, avoid it. It's a very bad film. And that's all I would like to say. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to me. This is me signing off, and I'll see you guys later.